Mic check.
Mic check.
How shameful.
How shameful.
Is it that yesterday was the 220th anniversary.
The 220th anniversary
of the Bill of Rights. And here we are. Defending so many of those rights. It puts forth. The National Defense Authorization Act. Is a bill that passes. Every single year. But this year. Senator John McCain. And Senator Carl Levin. A Republican. And a Democrat. Attached a provision. That allows for military personnel. To detain and hold. American citizens. Indefinitely. Without trial.
This is fascism.
We show the towers for the ashes like they were laced with bombs. And ever since we've been at war like Genghis, calm and fiendish for a fascist world state. An Orwellian nightmare where rights are stripped bare. Get prepared for the future of wiretaps. Cameras on every corner, black water.
If this bill passes,
If this bill passes,
what are we doing right now?
what are we doing right now?
As our rights. Protesting our government.
Protesting our government.
Will earn us the designation of terrorists. And we will be risking indefinite detention by military police. This bill violates the Constitution. As it will allow federal military personnel
to engage in domestic law enforcement.
Locked on ya. The Patriot Act has us watching our backs in front like they're here to save us while they're on the attack. And we act like we didn't see it coming from a nation built by theft and genocide. Gunning down opposition, listen, worldwide is well known. Let America will eat its own. So long to what you thought was democratic. These times are catastrophic, cause war is a means to profit.
No, I'm an American citizen. I have rights. I want to be on the street. I want to say whatever. No. Can't.
domestic law enforcement. Unconstitutional. Under this bill, Americans have the same protections as citizens in China. And in Saudi Arabia. All of our local congressional representatives voted for this bill. Kathy Castor voted for it. Gus Billirakis voted for it. Dennis Ross voted for it. Richard Nugent voted for it. And Bill Young voted all.
Control and manipulate the masses. It's classic evil. Caskets be full of people blasted. They lie, they scam, they cheat, and steal. They plot, they fund, they act, it's real. They watch, they hunt, they punish, they kill. Welcome to the aftermath. They lie, they scam, they cheat, and steal. And stop believing network news. They're concerned with making money, not telling the truth. Deep in the night, I'm turning and tossing. Knowing cities are burning, lost in the silence of the empire's coffin. Over 1 million Iraqis murdered. Human beings never to be seen again or heard of. Now who's next in the name of America, famous for heinous war acts? Vain, insane leaders feed us lies and ignore facts. But factors were smarter and stronger than what they hoped for. The war.
Mic check!
Mic check!
If the Defense Authorization Act is passed,
If the Defense Authorization Act is passed,
these are the freedoms and protections
these are the freedoms and protections
you will have officially lost.
you will have officially lost.
Habeas corpus.
Habeas corpus,
The right to speak freely.
the right to speak freely
Against the government.
against the government,
The right against blameless detention.
the right against blameless detention,
The right to the president and the legislator are conspiring against the American people. Under these new executive powers, they should be locked up. But no. Wait. We uphold the Constitution. Veto. Veto. Now. Veto. Now. No justice. No peace. No justice. No peace. Veto. Now.
This is fascism. This is a fact. Veto the National Defense Authorization Act.
They lie, they scam, they cheat and steal. They plot, they fund, they act, it's real. They watch, they hunt, they punish and kill. Welcome to the aftermath. 20 years from now, what will Americans be like? Slaves will behave to human beings with rights that we fight. We might still have a chance instead of hoping for change. We gotta advance, take a stand.
For the first time in legislative history.
For the first time in legislative history.
The government of the United States
has,
through legislative fiat, designated the entire planet, upon which we live, a war zone, and every citizen, a potential enemy of the state. This bill goes against everything that you have previously said. Everything that you have purported to stand for. And everything that has distinguished this nation. As the founder of the free world. We expect you to veto. This assault. On the American way of life. Veto now.
Dear Mr. Obama, you disappointed us. When you sent 30,000 troops to Afghanistan. When you bailed out Wall Street. Instead of letting bad business fail. You disappointed us. When you extended the domestic surveillance. And extraordinary rendition provisions. Of the Patriot Act. And now, you've enraged us. Only after giving yourself the authority. To decide if and when an American citizen. May be indefinitely detained in secret. Held without charge or trial. Are you abandoning your threat? To veto the National Defense Authorization Act. Which allows Americans. In America. To be treated. As terrorists at home. Guilty until proven innocent. Not only is this an assault. On the Constitution. The Bill of Rights. And our democracy. It's worse than the Patriot Act. It's fascism. We will never stand for it. Veto now.
What did President Obama say? Good question. On January 20th, 2009. United States President Barack Obama. Said in his inauguration speech that. And I quote. We as a country. Should reject. I repeat. Should reject. As false. The choice between our safety and our ideals. Occupy Tampa wholeheartedly. Agrees with the statement, Mr. President. The time for you to act on your words. Is not tomorrow. It's not 2012. It's not when it's convenient. The time for you to back up your words with action.
called
Organizing for America.
Organizing for America.
Apparently they do a lot of good work.
Apparently they do a lot of good work.
Reaching out to minority communities.
Reaching out to minority communities.
Doing voter registration.
Doing voter registration.
I don't think anybody here at Occupy Tampa.
I don't think anybody here at Occupy Tampa.
Though I speak for myself.
Though I speak for myself.
Has a problem with registering minorities to vote.
Has a problem with registering minorities to vote.
What we are doing here.
What we are doing here.
Is confronting the only face.
Is confronting the only face.
That Obama has.
That Obama has.
In Tampa.
In Tampa.
To tell him.
To tell him.
That we want him to veto.
That we want him to veto.
This fascist bill.
This fascist